I'm going to do something a little different today, and I'm going to talk about a little twist that I'm going to take with the channel. You know, I'm outside. You can see our blue sky, which is almost 100% of the time. And you can see I haven't done my hair yet. Yeah, I need to color my hair. I'm just an old woman in disguise. The neighborhood's pretty quiet. And I've got some cleaning I need to do in the yard. And I'll turn this around and you can see some of it. That is actually blocking a hole in the fence, but the wind blows here relentlessly sometimes, and when it blows, it just blows trash into the yard, so we have to clean it up. And there's no grass. A little bit of scrubby sage grass, but mostly the yard's just sand. There's some leftover here. Oh, ow, ow. There's prickles everywhere, and they just blow through the air and hit you. Had some lettuces planted there. This used to be, I would lay it in the floor of my bathroom and use it for a bathtub. And this trailer is empty, and the one across the street's empty, and they're cleaning it up, getting ready to rent them. So we need to pray for good renters. The door, whoops, sorry about that. The door from this water heater on our trailer blew off. I've got to put that back on before we really start getting any kind of rain. And this is so people that lived here before had dogs, and they were jumping over the fence, and so they kept adding junk to the fence, trying to keep the dogs in. So I'm just kind of letting you know what it is like outside here. So we don't come outside hardly ever. This is just a little debris that gets thrown about. They're not in there now, but this is the neighbor's goat lot. You can hear the chickens. And this is their collection of chickens and roosters. So we get woke up. Our bedroom is literally right there. So if the goats are carrying on, or if the chickens are crowing or whatever. This is my little Doodle's grave. I just had to dig this a couple weeks ago. This is Lulu's grave. And down here, you can't hardly see it, was Puppy's grave. So we've lost 3 dogs since we've been here, and this ground is really hard to dig in. If you see this digging on this grave, we had either a mountain lion or a bobcat, had great big old paw tracks that was getting in the yard back last year. I don't actually see any of them, but it looks like this might be one. But it tried to dig in the dirt to get through to the grave. There's dogs, if you can see them on the other side of the fence. Gosh. But anyway, you know, I don't know how long we're gonna have to stay here, and sometimes I think about, you know, making gardening beds or something. I hate to put money into it, and I hate to put the labor and the work into it, although it would be great great video content to do that. But I want to, but I don't want to. So what do you think? Do you think that I should go to the trouble to make life a little bit better here while we're here? Because financially we have so much more advantage here. And the rent's cheap, and you know, my work is here, but I long to go back home. I long to go back east where there's green grass. There is literally everything that you see growing here is covered with some kind of stickers. And I can't let the dogs out prospectively because they get their feet full of stickers. And our ramp keeps trying to fall. But like I said, we have everything that we need to be comfortable. I'm going to get me a chair here and sit down. We have a shower, we have a way to cook, and we have 2 bedrooms, and we sleep good, and you know, we have warmth and all of that, and we do have some support, some friends. Ultimately, it's really hard to be happy. And I think, well, maybe if I fixed everything up, I would be happier. But then you're talking about the money that is going into it. So yeah, whoever you are, I don't care, friend, family, troll, tell me what you think. Because to go back east, we're going to double our rent. I mean, it's absolutely impossible right now. So we're not even considering it right now. But to go back east, we would double our rent. We have at least 4 more income streams that we plan to add to our income. We started out with 7 and we're down to 4. We've been successful so far. So financially we're doing just a little bit better. But it's just not a happy place to be, really. The neighborhood is getting better because we had some, what I want to call bad eggs, people that made the law be here a lot, you know, the police being called and stuff. And they're all getting cleaned out. The neighborhood's really quiet. I actually feel safe to almost get out and walk up and down the road a little bit. But yeah, give me an idea of what you think. And talking about the channel, I have been like stuck on a lot of psychology, and I think a lot about psychology, philosophy, theology. I'm kind of a cranial person, so I can get lost in the world of thought pretty easy. Got somebody walking down the road. But I'm wanting to get away from that because like the talking head 30-minute videos on philosophy or psychology or something. I'm wanting to get away from that because the place that I'm at in my healing is a really good place. And I realized that I have just put so much emphasis on other people that I've actually neglected myself a lot. But it's been hard for me to focus on me because essentially I am a person that just worries about everybody else, you know? And that can be interpreted in the wrong way. When you put so much interest on other people that, you know, it can be misinterpreted as manipulation or wanting to control them. And that's, you know, it's never been my intention. It's always just been my intention to be with. But my presentation sucked. So, but it's time for me to think about myself. Because ultimately, and of course I'm going to continue to I have a family here, you know, I have Jamie and Joe, and that goes without saying. But it's time for me to really cultivate myself and do things I love to do. And I had an experience the other day that was pretty eye-opening. From the time that I had, turn around here, that black thing behind me, whatever it is, I think it's a girl. From the time I had the encephalitis, and I got so bizarre and so out of control. I lost my ability to do things like get online on my banking and check that, and I lost my ability to order things online. And essentially, a lot of it was not that I couldn't remember how to do it or anything. I probably could have, but my anxiety was so bad, my paranoia was so bad, that I was just in fight and flight in the most serious way for a very, very long time. And so I have been thinking about it for a long time, and Jamie said that he would help me kind of get through it the first time. So the other day we wanted to order some things for Joseph for Christmas, and I looked them up on Amazon. I did fine, and then Jamie did the ordering part. But afterwards I was like hugely triggered. I was really shocked that it was such a trigger for me to do that. And I've been wanting to order off Temu for a long time and had never done it because I knew I was just kind of afraid to do so. And it's paranoia. I know there's nothing to be afraid of, essentially. But after we ordered those things for Joe, I was really happy that we got it done, and we got it done so where he's going to get it for Christmas and all of that. But I really got triggered, and it triggered a lot of memories, a lot of grief, a lot of feelings from the past that just really broke me up for a while. And since then, I've been trying to just do some window shopping on Amazon, and the window shopping, I have a truck going down the road really slow, creeping me out a bit. But anyway, so the window shopping also upsets me. Of course, I tend to look at things that I probably used to own that I would want to replace or something like that, but the trauma's still with me. And that made me realize that I have to really, really start working on my personal happiness. When something that should be happy actually triggers you to feel upset, then that's kind of a problem. And so far, all of my trauma, so far, all of my therapy has been more or less directed toward other people. How to accept them for who they are, how to, abide by boundaries, how to admit where I've been wrong and where I've failed. And it's forgiving myself, but most of my therapy has been projected towards other people. And I haven't quite, even though my therapist has been trying to get me to, there's a few things, like I hadn't bought any clothes for 5 years. And she's been trying to. She's been really sweet. She's like, I'm going to come and get you myself and take you out if you don't do this. So I finally did break down and bought one item the other day. And, my cheerleaders were, yay for you. So I realized that now my therapy's got to be directed toward me and building up who I am, who I was ever supposed to be in the beginning, because I've never been anybody. I feel like I have been a ghost in the night my entire life. And, but so many things that I did trust and so many things that I did believe were security proved not to be there for me. And so my fight, my flight, my terror of being alone, my complete shutdown when it comes to socializing, so many things I need to work on about myself. I suffer from anhedonia, which is the inability to experience joy. And I just still have a lot of things to work on, but it's time to turn my attention to myself. And I know this is turning into a longer video than I planned, but how that's going to affect the YouTube channel, I am going to share a lot more of my activities, like the chopping salad video, but also it's going to push me to actually come up with projects or things that I'm doing that I can actually show you, and I want to keep you updated. But before I quit, I really would love anybody that watches these videos to comment on what they think about me actually doing something with the yard. When I first came here, my safe space was sitting in the bed. I literally didn't feel safe to even walk around the house hardly. And then my safe space also has now included this little rickety porch. And another safe space would actually be out to be in the yard, but I would have to spend money. And that's something we're trying to be incredibly frugal with our money, because ultimately it takes money to move back home, right? But give me your ideas. I would like to not be here for another summer, because it is like boiling here all the time. 120 degrees most days right in the midsummer. But tell me what you think. Give me an opinion. Give me a thought. And I would love, and I keep saying this, but I would love to have a community. So any of you that are willing to join with me, even though I only have 89 subscribers and most of my viewers haven't subscribed, if any of you are willing to kind of become a community with me and kind of help me along. And I'm at 89 subscribers right now. If I get one more subscriber, I'll be at 90. So are you willing to be that subscriber? But hit the like button and support me, if you will, on this journey of healing and improvement. And I'm going to say bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.